Hello everybody. Now I am conducting class 7 geography class. Again I am repeating, I am conducting now class 7 geography class. Last day we have learned about which topic? About Indian physiographic division. Today we will continue this same topic and today we will start with a new physiographic division, that is coastal part of India. As up to last class I had sent the pictures, so I hope that you all have learned from these pictures, that these pictures are the books from your pages, so kindly learn from there. So today we will learn about the coastal plain. What do you know, what is known as the coastal plain? If we see the southern part of India, the peninsular India, the both side we see a triangle shape. That triangle based shape is known as the corner. The corner shapes of these triangles are known as the coastal plain region. Two coastal plain regions are there. One is eastern coastal plain, another one is western coastal plain. So eastern coastal plain. First we will discuss about the eastern coastal plain. What is the eastern coastal plain? If you will locate, or if you will see, the border of the eastern coastal plain is not the continuous. Okay, last day we have learned about the Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. I think you have learned the pages. So there you know that Eastern Ghat is quite interrupted. Like that, Eastern coastal plain is also quite interrupted. Okay, and it is not like continuous like that the Western coastal plain. Not only that, this Eastern coastal plain is several times drained by these several rivers like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Vaigai. There are many rivers. Okay, these plain continuously interrupted by these rivers. And if we will, if you will learn the Western coastal plain, it is a continuous plain. Only two rivers we can see. That is Narmada and Tapi. These two west flowing rivers only we can see over there. Okay, rest of area there is no as such river streams, rivers, water streams. So this is a continuous plain area. So eastern coastal plain. First we will decide that which portion is eastern coastal plain. The eastern part of the peninsular India. These eastern coastal plain are also divided by two subdivisions. One is known as northern Sarkar coast, and the last one, the bottom one, is known as Coromandel coast. Again, the upper one is known as northern Sarkar coast, and the lower bottom area is known as the, which I said just, Coromandel coast. Okay. So the Coromandel portion is the southern portion, and the upper portion, like this northern Sarkar plain, we especially West Bengal, Sundarban. Sundarban is situated, you know, that in our not in Indian delta plain, it is also extended in Bangladesh also. So that coastal mangrove, same that mangrove forest is also extended in Odisha also. This Sundarban portion, this mangrove area, these all are under the northern Sarkar coast. And Coromandel coast is like this. Coromandel coast is under Tamil Nadu. Okay, Chennai. If you visit Chennai, you will visit Visakhapatnam. These are the part of Coromandel coast. Did you got me? So you know that there is a train, Coromandel Express. Those who want to visit Chennai, they generally travel by this train. From this coast, this name has come, Coromandel. Did you get me? Very good. Now we will come to the western coastal plain. If you will learn the western coastal plain, you will see the upper portion from Gujarat to up to the lower part like Maharashtra. That whole part is known as the, what is the name of this? Konkan coast. What is the name? Konkan coast. And the lower portion is also known as Malabar coast. What is the another name? That is the southern part. That is name also Malabar coast. From Gujarat to Maharashtra, we will see the Konkan coast. And from the southern portion, Kerala, that western part of Tamil Nadu, that rest of these areas, Karnataka, these are under Malabar coast. Very good. Like you all know few names like Goa, Mumbai. These are the proportions. These are under Konkan coast rather than this Kovalam beach. We all know that in Kerala, Kovalam beach is very famous. That is also the part of the Karamandal. Sorry, the part of the Malabar coast. Okay, so these are the common scenario. Again, we will repeat once more. Southern portion of India, two coast, eastern coastal plain, western coastal plain. Eastern coastal plain several times interrupted due to the drainage system. There we get two divisions, northern Sarkar coast. Again, the southern portion is Konkan coast, Coromandel coast. Again, western coastal plain from Gujarat to Maharashtra, we get one portion. The western coastal plain also divided into two divisions. First part is known as Konkan coast and the southern portion is known as Malabar coast. So you will learn up to this. For you, this generation is enough. Okay. So now we will go to the next topic, very important topic. Okay, one thing I want to include, that Chilka. You know the lake Chilka, that is very lagoon, not lake, lagoon, that is very important and largest brackish water lake in India, and that is also Chilka is also in which portion? Northern Sarkar. Okay, Pulikat, there is another lake that is under Karamandal coast. Okay, when we will practice the physiographic map of India, then we will locate all these things. Okay, now go to the next topic, the very important topic, third desert. Yes, as I said, India is a diversified country. We can see the northern mountain, the northern plains, these peninsular India, the coastal plain, as well as the desert. In a country so many physiographic divisions, really we are quite lucky that we took birth over there. Is yes, our motherland is very physiographically very enriched. Okay, so as we discuss about third desert, this is the west part of India, third desert, and this western part of India, we can see the desert, that is the sand of sea, sand of ocean, that is the third desert. Okay, Rajasthan is the main area. Rajasthan is the main important state which covered this desert rather than western part of Gujarat, western part of UP even, because now we all know due to the deforestation, desertification is continuously extending. As desertification extending, so the western part of UP is now there is a border of desert. Okay, so this is very important thing, and here we get the largest lake, largest saltwater lake, that is the Sambar lake. Okay, if you anybody visit to Rajasthan, definitely this is one most important thing in Rajasthan, the Sambar lake, the Ranthambore forest, very important, very like your very thrilling forest. Okay, so Ranthambore forest, that is also very important in Rajasthan. These are the typical important cities of this sites of this deserted area. Now we know that in Rajasthan, Jaipur is known as the pink city because most of the houses colors are pink. Okay, and for few reasons they are maintaining that, and this is known also pink city. Not only that, you will get so many architectural beauties like Amber Fort, Rajasthan Fort, that is marvelous. Just in one word, these are the marvelous site of Rajasthan, and these all are located in the surrounding the Thar desert. Jaisalmer is the most important place and it is the hottest place. Okay, it is the most hottest place, Jaisalmer. And here you will see the river Luni, Mahi, but river this, you know, you can guess this temperature, if the temperature is 50 degrees 60 degrees Celsius, so water is very less amount over there. Rainfall is very less amount, 25 to 50 millimeter. Even before rainfall, it evaporate again up. So rainfall, just you can imagine, no rainfall, extreme climate, daytime extreme temperature, nighttime too much cold, unbearable, just not not tolerable at all, the temperature at the night even. If especially why it is like that, because Rajasthan, the hot desert, sand, full of sand, and sand is the good conductor of temperature. Easily it can absorb the temperature, easily it can release the temperature. So as a result we can see this kind of scenario. So today you will learn up to these two topics we have learned today. One topic is about coastal plain, another topic is about third desert. As you don't have your book, so I am doing so precisely I try to understand everybody, and you please carry forward the class, because otherwise if you will not update with the class, then it will be very tough for you to manage. Okay, so try to follow the class. As I send the pictures of the book, learn the topics as today I explained, then try to do it by today or tomorrow. Then if you have any doubt, you can ask me over the Gmail. Okay, you can ask me any kind of query. You can ask me at the rate dpsg at the rate dpsg helpdesk at the rate gmail.com. Okay, so today again I am sending the pic of this topic. Try to understand. If you have any doubt, ask me. Okay, so stay tuned. Bye bye, and wait for the next class.